Good morning, RGL. Good morning, Retrothon. How's it going, fam? We are gonna run Kid Icarus here. I'm real excited to show it to you folks. I am Yelsraek, an RGL member as of this year. Just looking forward to showing you some good stuff. So, this game is annoyingly difficult at times, but very much on rails when you know what you're doing. So hopefully I can give you a nice clean run. So without further ado, we are gonna get started. So let's see, so we're gonna go 3, 2, 1, go. So, this is Pit. You might recognize him from Smash. At any rate, what we're doing here, first level, all we're gonna do is climb. We don't care about anything else, we're just gonna get to the top. Just gonna try to get there as quickly as possible. We don't need to kill anything, don't need to do anything, just move. Take that ambrosia to fill our health back up. It's not until 1-2 that we really have to worry about killing stuff. Because 1-2 is one of the levels that gives you a weapon upgrade, should you desire it, which we do. We want 2 of them. Oops, that's okay. We'll chill out right here and kill these guys. No reason taking an unnecessary risk there. Ran into the Reaper. You don't want to do that. The 1-1 is done, and on to 1-2, where we want to kill lots of stuff. And again, this is very much on rails for me. Wanting to specifically kill these enemies at the right times. Make sure we're gathering enough hearts. I apologize if there's sound issues, folks. We'll take a look at that. Ooh, that was unfortunate. Oh, and there's a death. That's alright. So, that jump right there is a 3-frame window. You have to have a good distance from the edge of the platform in order to make that jump. And sadly, that's one of those spots where if you fail the 3-frame jump, you just flat out die. It kind of sucks. That's okay though. Yes, we came off the rails there, that is for sure. Oh, I got a flasher. Hi, Flashy. Don't know why that happens. Ooh. Okay. Doop-a-doop-boop. Alright, getting back up to the 3-frame jump spot again. Sneak around him. Alley-oop! There we go. Ow. Want to advance the screen forward here to start a platform moving. Try to jump at the right time so the Reaper doesn't see. I think we're okay. 71 hearts might be enough. There's a hidden score that you're trying to achieve here. There's a combination of hearts, kills, shots taken, damage taken. Let's see, we should be okay. We're not. Great, we get to do 1-2 again. So, Zeus is supposed to show up in that room and give us a weapon upgrade. But I did not get my hidden score up to the appropriate level, which means that I just took too much damage. AKA, didn't grab enough hearts. AKA, just didn't play well enough. So we'll do this one a third time. This level is a big barrier here. Sadly. What are you doing? Dude, you're killing my vibe here. I need more of them to show up, so I gotta kill, you gotta kill, anytime you have a quartet of enemies like this, you have to kill all of them before the next one will show up. We'll chill out here. Gotta stop running into Reapers, I guess. I probably took too much damage on the way up, and that cost me some score. Some hidden score that you can't see. Come on. Oof. Gonna go a little safe right there and grab some extra hearts, because I still wasn't feeling it this time through either. But this time we'll play it a little bit safe. Yeah, just making up the hidden score thing. Zeus just gives you the upgrade when he feels like it. Zeus has always been a bit of a jerk. But we're good now. Glad you came, Pit. Here, take this. And now, our arrows do 2 damage instead of 1. Which is great, because the bosses have a ton of HP in this game. Alright, so that's 1-2. 1-3, you just want to live. Living is good. You just want to get to the top. There's a lot of different trouble spots here in this level. That's good. I did not... like that guy, for instance. Like that guy. And this jump? Okay, we made it. Okay. That's another one of those 3-frame window jumps. Early flyers. Like, just not behaving. So we're just jumping. Jumping, jumping, jumping. You see those tendrils sticking out of the sides of different sections of the level here. Wow! I went for a jump that I apparently thought I had way more room on. Well, hey, this is cool, because my estimate's 35 minutes, so I might as well. Now is a good time to call out that World 1 is way harder than the rest of the game. Shoutouts to that before I also screw up World 2. We're gonna just make sure that this is nice and smooth here. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, we just flat out missed that jump this time. No problem. We'll just take the long way. Which doesn't seem so long when you just missed the jump, so. Alright, up we go again, this time with full health. And that frog spawn there gives us later flyer spawn, which is nice. So I'll wait for him to go there, and I've still got plenty of time to get back up to the top of the screen. Couldn't get the full cycle there, but there we go. We're good. I say we're good. It's just a single jump that I should have just waited and taken the other side. Because the game naturally screen wraps, so I could have, when I died that previous time, I could have just waited for the platform to just carry me to the other side and then made the jump the other way. That would have made way more sense, in hindsight. So yeah, so these tendrils sticking out of the side of the wall here. All hitboxes in this game skew left, and nothing illustrates that better than these guys, where I can basically jump through the ones sticking out of the left side. But if I so much as tap the ones on the right side, then you better believe I'm gonna take damage. Alright, here we go. And here's an easy manip here. If you do a full jump off of this platform, and then another full jump, then the Reaper falls through the floor. And just drops down, and he's a lot easier to navigate there than he would be up here. Which is pretty cool. Strats. Strats are good. Oh, I turned too early. That's okay. Alright, we're good. Okay, into 1-4. 1-4 is the first level here that you're going to see a wall clip. We're going to skip a good chunk of this fortress here by clipping into a wall and then jumping out of it and sneaking into a section you're not supposed to get to right away. If I get the jump right. Oh, got in. Couldn't get out. There we go. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Hi, eggplant wizards. Get through this spiky room. Now we're on to Twin Bellows, who, wait for him to shoot, we can lock on the... You walk into him, and then you just stay still. And he turns around for some reason, and as long as you can keep him juggled in the air, he won't start walking again. And what I was doing there was a really a slow version of shot canceling. This game has shot canceling the same way that Ninja Gaiden has slash canceling, where if you shoot, or in that game swing, and then you tap and release down, then you can continue to shoot and or swing. So normally Pit can only fire a couple shots at a time, but in this case, as long as you hit down between each shot, hit and release down between each shot, then you can fire at will. And folks like Darkwing Duck SDA, so shoutouts to Darkwing Duck, and Jorf, who are both amazing at this game, and other runners that have run the game too, that are also really good, like Infested Rich. I know Lack Attack just picked this up again. He's gonna come and try to chase me down in the sub-25 category. Man, I cannot hit that guy. Oh, but he hit me. That's cool. Ow. Taking some damage here, but luckily there's some ambrosia right up here. Right there to refill our health. And now again, this is the other weapon upgrade level. Ugh, so much damage. And then this is also a good opportunity for us to just go really safe. Because I'm also taking a little bit of a backup strat where I'm trying to accumulate enough hearts to get up to 210. And getting up to 210 will permit us to purchase health in 2-4 should we desire to do so. The 210 with a limited amount of mistakes also pretty much guarantees that you're going to get the weapon upgrade when you get there. Ow. There we go. Yeah, no issues getting that weapon upgrade. So we're good there. And we've got our 210, so we can get some backup health in 2-4. Now the fun part begins. With 2-2 and 2-3, you can clip through the left side of the wall and come out the right-hand side and basically turn this level into an auto-scroller. You just have to have all the jumps memorized. So, leap, short, 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 leap, short, 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 leap, short, leap, waka, waka, leap, waka, short, leap, waka, short, hop. hoppity, hoppity, uppity, uppity. Shoutouts to Darkwing Duck for that mnemonic. Rather than learning my own mnemonic, I just hear his voice in my head every time I get to that section. And then now from here is just memorization. And by the way, these platforms are ice. No big deal. Platform. Here comes the hit. There's a door down there. Platform. And there's a door. And that's 2-2. That is 2-2. So 2-3 is another one of those. Except it's unnecessarily harder. Our health is kind of low here, so we're going to let the rocks just hit us in the face here. Take a quick death, and we're going to start at full health. Okay, and there we go. Right through the wall and out the other side. Brambles, statue, pot, statue. 1, 2, 3, jump. Okay. Staying at the front of this screen on this level is all about trying to hit a specific platform cycle at the end, or like maybe like 2/3 of the way through. And I messed it up. We're gonna take a death and try it again, because you know what? That took too much damage anyway. The funny thing about the lava is that you take, it checks to see if you're in the lava once every so many frames, so you can strategically jump into and out of the lava without taking damage. But you run into problems if you take too much damage. 1, 2, 3, jump. Okay. You run into problems if you take too much damage from enemies, because if you get hit by an enemy, you move 2 pixels left. And you really can't afford to get that kind of bump going. You really can't. That's better. Get all the snowman despawns here. There we go. That's better. That's better. Nah. We're still fine though. First pot, don't jump. Second pot, jump. Jump with the weed. Jump up. Bushes and brambles. And a pot. Brambles. And another pot. Jump at the pot. Outcrop jump. This is the first platform. And here's the second one. We just made it. Okay. Okay. Another pot. Okay. And we'll take a little breather here. Because if that snowman spawns, we want to jump over him. Oh, well, okay. We'll take damage from the snowball anyway. Like a jerk. Stupid jerk snowman. Okay. Health is okay right now. Alley-oop. So now we don't have the screen scrolled all the way, but that's because we kind of need to be able to see some of the junk we're coming up against here. Okay. Is there a snowman at the door? There is not a snowman at the door. Nice. Okay, cool. That's 2-3. Okay, now we're into 2-4. And remember, where I mentioned that we do wall clips in here. Well, now we're gonna do one of my favorite wall clips. Man, there's the health backup, which is the lava clip. There's a shortcut through this dungeon too, but you have to do a wall clip while you're in lava. I think I had it there, but just turning a little too late. That's okay, we'll try it again. Now we have full health, plus the backup. So much for full health. Those guys are jerks. Bad patterns. They keep hitting me from behind. I don't want to slow down. Pit looks adorable when he's walking while crouching. There we go. Okay. It's like something like a 2 to 5 frame window for getting the jump positioning right, to jump into the wall, and then like another 2 to 3 frame window for turning around, so that once you get into the wall, you hit it and the collision detection, before it kicks in to try to figure out which way to push you out, you turn around so you go, oh, you must be going that way, so I'm going to push you out the other way. Here's you draw. We're going to use more of that shot canceling, as much as I can manage. I'm not the best masher, that's for sure. That's why for me it's all about making sure I can find the rhythm that I can do. Know your limits. Watch the world record run of this at some point. It's like 22:10 or so by Darkwing Duck. Or 22:14, I think. His mashing is insane in the membrane. One, two, three, four. There we go. So, killed the boss, and killed myself. But I killed myself and didn't complete the death animation before the level ended. So, here I am with no health. You might think, Yells, what are you doing? Are you just showing off? I'm like, not really. Well, not really not, because I took a hit there. I was trying to pull off a health underflow that I did not do successfully, so rip that. So now we'll just go from full health, because that kind of stunk. I messed up the heart collection there. You don't want to collect all the hearts from these guys, because you want them to spawn at specific windows, and I got caught with a window where they were in one of the platforms, and it's really tough to avoid them then. It really kind of sucks. That's okay. We'll just hang out here for a sec. But yeah, see those little, see this jellyfish right here? Since that is a hazard, like a world hazard, much like the lava is. Try it again. Whoa! 3 frame jumps for the win. And the game gets confused. It doesn't register damage from hazards the same way it registers damage from enemies. So if you have 0 health and you touch a hazard, it just ticks it down by 1 rather than checking to see if you're dead. So by ticking it down 1, it effectively underflows it back to full, which is fun. And we made that 3 frame jump too, which is important for making that all these cycles. This level takes forever. Oh, you jerk. Alright, come with me, guys. It's okay. I'm taking so much damage. Oh, and they left. Man, 3-2 is just not going well. I'm taking so much damage this entire run. It kind of sucks. that's okay. So now I can get one shot by these jumpers here, so I have to be really careful. And I can't one-shot them even with 2 arrow upgrades, so I just have to be super careful. Super duper careful. Alright, well now anything can kill me. Now I have 1 hit point. Even the snakes. And the Metroids. I mean, I'm sorry. They're totally not Metroids. Yeah, no missile drops. Those jerks. Alright, so we'll take a death here. Because we need more than 1 hit point. The good thing about dying in this game is that you just start back at the beginning of that level. So if you die early, then everything's okay. So I'm trying to do a manip here. Let's see if I can pull it off. I can. Okay. I killed 3 of those 4 not Metroids at specific moments, which forces these platforms to spawn in ways that they're not designed to. That is to say, oops, they spawned close together, which permitted me to not have to wait out a cycle that you're intended to wait, so you can just go. It's pretty cool. So we got up to this point largely without stopping, which is not the intended route for the game, I don't think. Blecky can explain it really well. It has something to do with the platforms, sharing memory addresses with flying enemies in the game. So if you kill an enemy while it's moving a direction, the direction gets stored in memory and stuff like that. It's nifty. Really what you need to know is if you don't kill the first, third, and fourth not Metroid in that cycle while they're moving to the right, they all have to be moving right, specifically, then you don't get the manipulation. You have to stand there for 10 seconds. Alright, so now we're into 3-4. The boss of 3-4 is a huge RNG burden, so we're just going to skip it. Shoutouts to Bad Breaks, because he found a way to skip the Fortress 3 boss entirely. Ow. Okay, we'll wait, fine. First we have to do another lava clip, though. There we go, just in time. Claire, primarily because we don't need it. Because we're gonna do that. So you jump into the wall, you turn around, and then the wall pushes you through, and you jump up into the left side of the door, which forces you to leave the room from the right side, essentially. The game thinks that you left from the right, and takes you to the next room to the right. And the next room to the right, the way the maps are all laid out in the code, is 4-1. So it just takes you to 4-1. And it automatically gives you the third treasure. So we don't even have to forage for extra stuff. We automatically get Pit fully tricked out here. Oops, unnecessary hit there. Oof. We'll try to line ourselves up for this part here. Okay. A little too eager with those shots every time. That's okay though. There we go. Got nervous. So the goal of this level is you have to kill 50 things before you reach the end, and if you don't kill 50 things, then the level is going to loop. And I've missed a considerable amount of things. So I think it's actually going to loop on me here, which is really depressing. Because we need a red block down here, and we didn't get it. Yep. because every single one of those sine waves of enemies just did not cooperate. I couldn't get the shot timing is really delicate. And so you probably saw me try to shoot. You might have seen the animation, but no weapon, but no attack. So hey, we'll do this again. I'll just consider this part of my field test. Because there's a myth, and I call it a myth because I can't substantiate it at all. Wow. And I took a death, too. So this is fun. I'm playing this level like hot garbage. Like I've never played the game before. That's 8. So anyway, the myth about this. Can we just use Justin Bailey and Kid Icarus? I don't think so. The myth about this level is the kill counter. The kill counter is supposed to get to 50. Otherwise, Medusa's room won't open. Nice. He won't turn. Yep, see another empty quiver there. Again, empty. Oh, so yeah, the myth is that you could technically, the argument has been made in the past that you can technically just like hang out in this level and you will eventually just be let into Medusa's room. I don't think it's true, which is a shame because I'd love to be able to do like as close to a pacifist run as possible where you only kill the first 2 bosses and the last boss and you don't kill anything else. But I sat on this level for an hour and a half and I let the game loop 55 times without dying, which is pretty funny since I couldn't even get 2 loops without dying just now. There's our block of freedom here, so we have the requisite kills to spawn the boss room now. But yeah, it does not work as far as I'm aware. So Medusa's a broken boss fight. You come in here, and the game, for whatever reason, bumps you up ever so slightly when the room spawns, which puts you at the appropriate, like, so if you hang out with your feet at a specific point on that pillar, and it pushes you up a little bit, it didn't push you up enough for Medusa to change the angle of her shot, but you can hit her. So you just kind of chill out here and fire 51 arrows into her eye. And that's pretty much it. Get the wing through. There we go. Get the wing through the other side, and time. So, that's Kid Icarus. That was not a good run in my opinion, but I put the estimate in the right spot. Clearly. I put the estimate in the right spot for all sorts of problems to happen. Shoutouts to Palutina, giving us a hat and a sickle. So yeah,